What's up guys, my name is Hannah Aleene, and today I'm going to give you guys a plethora of story times about all of my horrible dating experiences, because as an adult I've been through so many and it's torture. Quick preface, if you see me appear to be sweating, it's totally not sweat, I swear. I'm trying that new dewy, glowy, glossy look, and it's totally not because of this Texas heat. I have dug deep into like my repressed memories of terrible dating experiences, and I'm ready to spill some for y'all. A lot of them are gonna be recent, because recently I've been getting fucked over and over and over and over again. Also, I'm not gonna say their real names. I'm not trying to like expose anyone too bad here. Okay, so what the fuck do I name this guy? We're gonna call him David, because his name is far from the name David. I met David, where did I meet David? I think I met David on Facebook dating. Also, never go on Facebook dating because that is the pits of hell. Just saying. I met David on Facebook dating. Oh my god, this guy pisses me off. He lived in my city, in my college town, and he was like, oh my god, let me take you on a date. I'm like, okay. I think we planned one morning to go get coffee, and then like something happened and we weren't gonna get coffee that morning. And then later that same day, but at night, we ended up going to see a movie, okay? He picked me up. He has like a brand new, I think it was like a sports car, either like a Charger or a Mustang, one of the two, I don't know. He picked me up for the date. It was really cute. He was really nice. He like hugged me on the first day and it was really sweet. He took me to see, what did we even see? Oh, we saw tarot because, you know, I was into tarot and he was trying to learn more about it. Obviously, not the best first movie to introduce somebody into tarot with a scary movie about it, but that's okay. It's whatever. I actually like the movie. It's pretty good. The whole time he like was buying me like snacks and stuff and like at the movie theater, and he was like holding my hand and like flirting with me and complimenting me, blah, 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 blah. And then he was like, oh my gosh, I really like this date. I want to keep going. So he was like, do you want to go to Dairy Queen and get some ice cream? I'm like, fuck yeah, I do. Mind you, it was late. So when we got to Dairy Queen, it was literally closed. So we ended up going to a 7-Eleven and getting some ice cream there and eating it in my parking lot at my apartment complex. And we just talked and got to know each other, and it was really nice. And I don't know, I felt happy. I had a crush on him. And then next few dates, I think the next one, we go to the lake late at night, not late at night, but we went to the lake at like 7 or something, 8 p.m. The lake was like an hour away, so we drove there. And then we went to, what did we go to that night? I think we had Sonic or something that night. Yeah, it was Sonic because I got a pretzel. And this whole time, mind you, whenever he gives me food, he does not eat. I'm like, okay, bitch, just make me look like a big back, whatever. And he was like skinny but also fit and went to the gym every day. I'm like, okay, fuck you, dude. And then one of these times that wasn't a date, he just wanted to hang out with me for a little bit. This is when we finally started kissing. I think he kissed me after the first day. Mind you, he sucked at kissing. He was such a wet, slobbery, peckish, awful kisser, mind you. So we were kissing already at this time, and then we like made out at the lake. And literally after he was making out with me at the lake, he literally lit a cigarette. Like, in our day and age of 2024, you're lighting a cigarette. Okay. Another day after the lake, we I think he literally just took me to, where did he take me to? I think he literally just took me to Chick-fil-A, and we literally, like, he didn't get anything and he just wanted to hang out with me, but he got me Chick-fil-A. I was like, why are you making me eat but you're not eat? That pissed me off, and it made me seem like I was asking him to get food, but I wasn't. He was offering to buy me food. I was like, I don't need this. It bothered me. Then he proceeded to take me to the movies one night. And like that night, everything seemed really different and off. He like, usually when he picks me up, he's like waiting outside his car, like super cool guy pose outside his car. I'm like, okay, haha. But this time he was literally just like sitting in his car. And the door was locked, so he didn't even care. So I was like, hello, I'm here. When I got to the door, I was like, okay. And usually he's chilling there and then opens the door for me. So that first I was like, what's going on? And then when we get to and then the whole time in the car, he's not talking to me. I'm like, okay, what's going on? But I don't mind it, because also that time he was so late. Oh my god, I totally forgot. That day he was like over an hour late when he said he would pick me up at a specific time. And then he was like over an hour late and didn't tell me, when in the past when he was late he would tell me. So I was just like so pissed. And then I texted him, I was like, never mind, I'm sick, I'm not going, blah 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 blah. And then the second he sees that, he's pulled into the parking lot and he's like, well, I'm already here. I'm like, fuck, I gotta go, he's already here, even though he lives like 10 minutes away, maybe even less. So I was like, whatever, I'll go down. I'm like, okay, I'm going to the parking lot, blah, blah, blah. Mind you, okay, now we're at the movie theater. After him not doing the thing he usually does and then not talking like he usually does. So 2 things going off my brain. And then when we were at the movie theater the first time, he was holding my hand and walking with me and like complimenting me in front of everybody, just being super nice. And then this time at the movie theater, he was walking ahead of me, walking on his phone, all this shit, like not paying attention to me, and like made it seem like he was being forced to be there. It made it seem like he was forced to have to buy me popcorn and a ticket and like a soda. I'm like, boy, you wanted this date. I didn't. I don't care. Okay, whatever. Then we watched some like movie about like the Nazis or something like with, I don't really know exactly what it was called. It was kind of good movie, but whatever. 50 to 80% of the time, homeboy David was just on his phone the whole time, checking texts, checking emails, looking at his phone. I'm like, I didn't even want to see this movie. You wanted to see it, so now I'm seeing it because you wanted to see it, and you're literally on your phone majority of the time. What are you doing? So, pissed me off. Wanted to deck David's throat because don't fucking do that. Don't disrespect and waste my time. Just like this, it seemed like the whole time he was there, he was being forced to be there. And I was like, I'm not forcing you to be here, bitch. You asked me. So we go, finish the movie. He's on his phone the whole time. Then like we walk out, he goes to the bathroom and I wait outside. And mind you, he started to hold my hand when he came out of the bathroom, like when I was waiting outside. But I noticed it was only for a little bit because he dropped his wallet or whatever, but it was only for a little bit because we were holding hands. I noticed we were holding hands when nobody was around, but then more people started to come around and then he like dropped his wallet or whatever and stopped holding my hand. And when we were walking into the movie theater, he was not holding my hand because I saw a crowd of people. I was like, whatever. And then he's like, oh my gosh, blah, 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 blah. He's like, I want to do something. And he's like, do you want to come back to my place? I'm like, okay, this is like our 5th or 6th date. Yeah, sure, let's go back to your place. I'm down. I was like, I'm ready to give you this puss. I'm sorry. So we did the do. Oh my God, worst. Not even the worst fucker. I've had worse. But dick game week, just all I gotta say. And he knew I was on the tail end of my period and like wanted to still like go down there with his face and his mouth, and then he tried for a second and then stopped. I was like, I warned you, I'm on my period. And he was just wanted to beat his ass, and then he finished really quick. I'm just like, why am I letting this fucking weak ass, terrible ass man get my puss? Terrible. So the next morning, he wanted to buy me coffee, so he got me an iced chai at a little local coffee shop. And then he takes me back to my place with my little iced chai in hand. And then usually he parks in a little parking spot and then walks me to my door or like to the stairs up to my apartment. Because I don't want him to see me huff and puff and blow the whole house down, you know. Big bad wolf energy. He parked right in front of the little pathway that takes me to, like, lead me to, like, where my apartment is. He just parks right there. And then doesn't open the door, doesn't do anything of his normal tactics. And then I'm like, okay, I might as well at least go in for a kiss goodbye. Because that's what we've been doing. Like, you know how you go in and you, like, grab the cheek to kiss? He literally put his hand, I was, like, going in for the kiss, and he knew I was going in for a kiss. I always do. He literally got his hand out and I'm like, whoop, and he's like giving me a fucking weird ass handshake. I'm like, what the fuck? You're trying to give me a handshake after you fucked my cooch terribly? Oh my God. And after that, I was like, oh, okay. I was like shocked. I was pissed. And then he was like, okay. And then he kisses me and like, whatever. And then I get out of the car, get my shit, walk up to my apartment, blah, blah, blah. Fuck you, David. And he drives right off. He doesn't make sure I get into my place correctly or safely. Zooms off. Bye. Fucking lightning queen ass. So I get upstairs, blah, 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 blah. Text him, blah, 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 blah. I'm just like, hey, had fun. LOL, thanks. And then he's like, you know, I'm moving to like a city 3 hours away next week. I'm like, you're the fuck you want? What? So he is apparently moving to a city 3 hours away a week later. And I'm like, why the fuck did you not tell me this? He's like, well, like I was looking for a job. Like, you knew this wasn't long term and blah, blah, blah. I was like, one, bitch, no, I didn't. Two, you knew I was looking for long term and you still continue to court me and all this shit. And then fuck me. Give me a handshake after getting my cooch and dipping to a city 3 hours away. You are so lucky I don't drive because I would hit you with my goddamn car right now. Anyway, so I want to beat his ass. I'm not going to because I'm a pacifist, but his ass needs a beating in the worst way possible. So for my dating horror story times, blah, 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 I'm just going to start off with just this one, okay? And then you guys tell me if you want more in the future, and I will oblige. I will give it to y'all because I have so many. I have so many to tell. So just leave a comment below if you made it this far, telling me like, fuck David, David's an op, whatever, trash on David, please. His real name isn't David, so I have no problem in y'all talking shit on David in the comments. Anyway, yeah, also let me know if you guys want to see more of this, because I have a lot to tell, so much. But yeah, I'm gonna go. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!